Flow and Mirror, save the victor role. How's everybody doing today? Amazing, I hope. It is another video from the older than average YouTuber here on the YouTubes. And today is a random number generated look playing with the two Made by Mitchell palettes. If you want to see the look we create, you're in the right place. And you know what you need to do? You need to keep on watching. So, as promised to Danielle, I'm finally getting to our random number generated picked eye look using the two Made by Mitchells. We've got heads in the clouds and what is it, feet on the ground. So what we're going to do is we're going to run a number generator. Let's see how many shades are in each palette. 15, 20, 25, so 50 shades. So I'm going to take 5 shades from each. We're going to do 10. Maybe we can use some as a blush, maybe we can use some as a highlighter, or we will try to get them all onto our eyeballs. My bird Willow is on fire today. So it's cats and birds around this joint. So let's go. I'm just going to pick one at a time. We're going to run the number generator, pick 5 each, and then we will create our eye look. So let's start, because this was the top of my hands, let's start with head in the clouds. And then we've got our number generator from randomnumbergenerator.org. So we're going to do 1 out of 25. 25. And then we're going to go generate. And the result is number 23. So let me grab a pen. And let's go. Actually, you know what? I'm going to keep these as a complete secret until I open the palette. So this is head in the clouds. So the first shade is number 23. Oh, let's make this a super secret. All right. So let's go generate again. We get the number 16. All right. 16. Generate. Number 4. 2 more to go. Generate. Number 19. So we've got 4, 1 more to go. Generate. And we've got number 6. So we've got 23, 16, 4, 19, and 6. So that's 5. If you have these palettes at home, play along and see if you can see what kind of surprises we get. So I'm just going to go and refresh this just so we get a free, clean form. And that way it's not taking any of the shades out. So now we're going to go to feet on the ground. So let's go feet. And then let's go 1 to 25. Oh dear, between the air conditioner and Willow, I am sorry. Generate. We've got the number 10. I'm going to go generate number 17. Oh, I pulled number 17 again. Nope. Generate. 16. Oh, 10, 17, 16. Interesting. Let's go generate. 12. Oh, this is going to be pretty close. So we've got 1, 2. So we've got 10, 17, 16, 12. 1 more to go. And the shade 19. Oh, we've got 19. Oh, and 16 twice. 1 from each palette. Interesting. Alrighty. So our numbers are picked, and then I'm just going to do the number generator one more time, and we're going to go we're going to go 5 to 10, and just to pick our first shade that we're going to use, we're going to go generate, and it is the second shade, so it's going to be shade number 16 from Heads in the Cloud will be the first color that we use, and that will maybe set the tone. We're gonna find out. All right, so number generator away, pen away, and let's prime our eye. Again, I'm finishing up my prime is everything. Like, check it out. We are almost there. We are on the edges. Oh, and I need a mirror. And I always at least try to keep 1 or 2 mirrors in here. So we're going to use the one from Odin's Eye. It has a close-up mirror and a regular mirror. So that can always come in handy. I definitely wish brands did more close-up mirrors, because even if it's not the case of not being able to see very well, for people who do more defined looks or ones that need, like, using like little fine tips and pens and things, it would really come in handy. All right. So we've got our primer on. Now let's see what our first shade is. So again, it was from Heads in a Cloud because I picked number 2, and we're using the shade 16. So it's 5, 10, 15, 16. So it is this purple shade. So this is 16. So we also have 23. We've got 4. 15, 16, 18, 19, and 6. So just in this palette alone, that's pretty crazy. So again, we're starting with 16. So we're going to start with this purpley shade here. Yeah, 25. All right, so I'm just going to use this floofy one here. This is one from Units, I believe. I'm glad I didn't do my base because we're already dropping some shades here. And I'm going to, because I've got fun blushes, let's bring this out like this. Let's just do a fun look. I'm not going anywhere today. I do have another video to film after this. I don't know which one will be up first. I'm thinking possibly the other one, and I've borrowed an idea from another YouTuber. I will, on that video, I will put their name and everything on there, so you will have to check and find out. So like I said, I'm glad I didn't put my base on. Since we've got a lot of colors to use, let's try and see if we can do a really fun look here. And I think what I do, maybe I should run the number generator for the first shade from the second palette, and then we can go from there. That helps me slightly pick up an idea of what I want to do. And then anything else we can also clean up a little bit before we put our base on. Anything that, like here or whatever, that drops. Okay, now I'm going to take a big floofy brush with nothing on it, and I'm just going to go. It doesn't have to be perfect yet because I don't know what else we are having here. So let's do the number generator one more time. I'm going to hit refresh again to clean it out, and then we're going to do 1 from 5, and we're going to see what the next shade will be from the second palette. Yeah, because this time we're just going to pick from the second palette. The first one picked that one, so let's just do this one. We're going to go generate. So 1 out of 5, it picked 1. So it'll be the first shade that we picked from Feet on the Ground, so the first shade. So that is a number 10. I know, we're just going to make this more and more difficult for ourselves. So number 10, oh, is a neutral shade. So this is great. So we've got 10. We're using 17, 16, which is another purple. We've got 12 and 19. Interesting. All right, looks like we got a lot of mattes going on too. Okay, so we are using shade 10, so it is going to be that blending out shade. Now that we've kind of got this started, I'm going to open them both up. So that way, if I want to go back and forth and look back and forth, it will be easier. Maybe, sort of, kind of. All right. So 10 is a kind of blending out shade, which is kind of good. So I'm going to take another fluffy brush. We're going to go into shade number 10. What is it called? Oh, I didn't even look at the names. So 16 is Perps and Caicos. Okay. And then now we're going to be going into the shade called a Break-In. Okay. So I'm going to take then a little bit of, oh, maybe that might be a bit too big. Okay. So let's soften that. It is a little bit dark there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back into our first shade. So Perps and Cakes. And then I'm going to just darken here. I'm going to leave the light blended on the outside for now. We do have another purple. Okay. So now let's look at our colors a little bit more intensely here. So 23, 10, 15, 20 was an orange, 4 is a green, 19 is a yellow, and then 6 is a turquoise. We've got our beige, 17 is a green, 16 is a purple, 12 is a, oh, I thought it was a beige, it's a murky green, and then 19 is the only shimmer we have in the palette that we've got to use. So interesting. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the next purple shade. That is a shade 16 as well from Feet on the Ground, and that one is called A Mood. All right, so that is also a purpley shade. Let me see what kind of purple. This one was quite brighter. I think this one is definitely more, yeah, more warm, of a warm purple. Let's that first purple. a lot of fallout on the one side, not on the other, but yeah, but on here there was a lot. Alrighty, so we placed that there. I thought maybe I would bring it up higher, but we may need another space for another color. Okay, so I'm going to go on Heads in the Clouds. I'm going to go into shade number 4. That is called Cockpit. So we are going to go into the shade called Cockpit, and that will be our next one. I'm going to have a lot of brushes to wash. So now what I'm going to do, because I think I'm slowly coming up with an idea. So I'm going to go back into our first purple. So I'm not going to go into the second purple. I'm now going to go back into the green shade that we just used. That was number 4. Okay. Well, that's looking fun. Okay. I'm having fun with this. Color's going on a little smidge brighter than I thought I would. I like it. So now I gotta go count colors again. So 23 for this one. Okay, I'm gonna go into shade 6 from Head in the Clouds, and that is a Bora Blue. I'm going to use that along the edge of the blue that we just used. There we go. It's turning out fun. Okay, so next up, I'm going to go into the shade called Banana Skies. So Banana Skies. Break out. I like this yellow. I love yellows a lot. Okay. And then we wanted to use number 17 as an inner corner from Feet on the Ground. So that is that shade right there. So I can use the same brush, just clean it up. Okay. Alrighty, now what do we have left? So from Heads in the Clouds, we have number 23. Right? Oh, heck. I'm telling you. 5, 10, 15, 20, 20, which is this orange. So we have an orange left. And then from Feet on the Ground, we have that there, this grungy green. And then we have number 19, which is a Fool's Gold. So where can I put and some orange. I guess I should have put it before the yellow. Wonder if I can, with a very thin one, go into the orange shade, number 23. So now we've officially, just double check, have done all the ones for Head in the Clouds. So we're going to go into number 23, which is that orange shade. I'm going to go on to a, whoops, it's got a little fallout going on here. I'm going to go on this little one, and I'm going to see if I can stick a line nicely between the yellow and the green. There we go. We snuck in a little bit of orange there. So there we go. So what we have left now is 12 and 19. So we've got the grungy, and then we have the shimmery. So the grungy green, I don't think I'm also going to be using this little brush. I'll clean it off. I'm going to go, and then the grungy green is called, I should have brought my little tray out, Earth Child. So we're going to go, I think it's a green anyways. It feels like a, yeah, it does, like a grungy green. So I'm going to take a little bit of that. Here we go, on the outside of the yellow, just to give a little bit of, actually a little bit more shape, structure. There we go, I think that works. All right, so lastly, we are going to have our shimmer. So let's see how that shimmer looks on the finger. It'll help decide, and we might want to use it as a highlighter. It's called a Fool's Gold. Let's see how bright this is. It does look pretty bright, but then it could also be nice and kind of toppery, but it could maybe use it as a fun highlight. I haven't done my base yet, and I can always take it, and then I can take it off, but let me just try just for, yeah, we're gonna use that as highlight. Okay, perfect. So that way we've technically used every shade. Okay, granted that kind of beige shade you cannot see, but there we are. So I'm gonna go and finish off my face and see what the final looks like. Okay, we'll be back. And we're back, and we're almost done. So we're just going to put on a little highlighter using the last shade. You know what? The whole time I was putting on makeup, or almost the whole time, like the base, she was quiet, and as soon as I come out here, there she is. And then we'll discuss the rest here really quick, but just want to put on a little bit of this as highlighter. So that way we can say we've used all 10 shades, like so. Okay, so of course, our two palettes are the two Made by Mitchell palettes that I got from Cosmic Peaches. And so that was the perfect excuse. This look ended up being the perfect excuse to use two of my favorite blush palettes from Likely Makeup. They just put out some balm cream ones. I have a video out for that already, but it was fun to play again with that. So I used the yellow from here, which is Carnival. And then from the Fairy Blush palette, I used Amethyst, Aquamarine, and Sunstone. This is one of my favorites. I have that across here. And yeah, so I thought they would go perfect with the eye colors we have here. And then another excuse to wear Warm Bed, also by Likely Makeup. So there we go. This one was for you, Daniela. So this is our random number generated look using the Made by Mitchell. What do you want to say? His first palettes, his debut into eyeshadow. Head in the Clouds and Feet on the Ground. So if you like this video, please give it a like, comment, and subscribe, and maybe even hit that notification bell. If not, that's okay. We can still be friends, and we can still play with amazing makeup looks together. As always, behave, make good choices, and we'll talk to you soon. Okay, bye-bye.